what a lot of people would say is getting rid of the middleman in a transaction speeds the process up. And sometimes us as agents on the front end can become that middleman and slow the process up for our service team. All right, what's up guys? So it's been a while since I've ordered anything for our content. In the beginning, I think I used to shoot a lot with my phone. Then Blake and I got like a little camera. I think it was a Canon or something like that. Then I went through a handful of mics to get some better sound in our interviews. I've been through a handful of tripods, and I used to edit through Adobe, and I was pretty decent at that. It took a little while to kind of add some of the graphics and the little time meter and all that fun stuff. Then I got so busy writing insurance that I wasn't doing that every single day. So I forgot how to do stuff. Hence now we have some help from our media team that edits my content. So I think for the last year and a half, maybe even close to 2 years, I've just been shooting all of this stuff on the phone. So if you're curious, I don't know if this will help you or not, but if you are, I basically shoot everything on my phone and then drop it into the Google Drive that is shared with the media team so they can go in there, get all of the videos, content, edit everything, and then it's dumped back into another folder that's completed where I will go in there and kind of roll out all of our stuff. So it's been very, very good. We found a decent cadence and workflow with it, so works for us. But anyways, leads me to this, because I got a fun little new toy for the first time in quite some time, but it's the a little gyro kind of thing here that I can set the phone in. It will basically kind of create more of a stable shot while I'm moving. Let's see, quick roll, story mode, it's got all kinds of stuff, but it'll prop up on a little tripod. But smartphone stabilizer, we'll see what this does. I'm gonna bring it to the annual meeting, shoot a bunch of stuff down there, so it's always fun and exciting for me to get a new little gadget. But all of you out there, if you're shooting content, let me know what you like to use, any fun little gadgets that kind of help you out. Drop a note in the comments. I'll let you guys know how this one is. All right, see ya. This box reminds me very much like an Apple product. Let's see what we got here. Lots of fun stuff. Ta-da! See how this baby works. Okay friends, so here is the first video with the little DJI gimbal gyro. Actually follows me, which is kind of cool. So looking forward to bringing this down to the annual meeting, getting some good footage down there. I'm sure I'll talk to a lot of folks down there. So hopefully we can bring you guys some good tips and tricks for the insurance industry. Looking forward to using this little tool here. It's a lot smoother of a little device than I've ever had. So anyways, today, not a bad Monday, last full week of January. Our office is pacing a record number, so we're off to a good start. So just keep it consistent throughout the rest of the year and we'll be in great shape. Working on a couple challenging things. I have a 1922 home that's in Lakeland, Florida, that's going to be a new home purchase with a decent amount of renovations going into that. So the market, as you can imagine, is kind of tight on that. It's the age of the home is making it a bit of a challenge, but should find some solutions for that over the next 24 hours here. Quoted some stuff in Georgia, stuff in South Carolina, one here in Tampa, a little condo. So all in all, not bad. Get a good variety of quoting down the Southeast today. So one thing I can tell you is what helps me, if you're an agent licensed in multiple states, is that you gotta have somewhat of a little cheat sheet, or we call it a carrier knowledge base, that gives you pretty much the high points of some underwriting guidelines in one particular spot. So even for example, like if there's a particular dog breed, I can just go onto that, go down the list and make sure that that particular company is going to accept that dog. Diving boards and slides, not all companies are okay with that either for pools. So we have a little carrier knowledge base that I can go to. It's all one page. It's basically set up with all the companies here, guidelines here, and I'm just able to scroll and find all that stuff. So that way, what it does at the end of the day is prevents cancellations from happening 30 or 60 days later after the client closes, because insurance companies will go out, do an inspection, and if they find a diving board on the pool and their underwriting guidelines say no, then they'll turn around and issue a cancellation. We got to rewrite a policy. The client gets the cancellation notice 30 or 60 days after they move into the house. Not a fun experience. And then we're back to square one. So anyways, we try to prevent all that as much as we can. I hope that helps you guys create some sort of carrier knowledge base with your underwriting guidelines at a pretty high level. Helps me narrow down everything, make sure, prevent some cancellations there. So, all right, guys, see ya. All right, what's up, guys? So last night I had dinner with a couple of the other agencies here in the Sarasota area because Kenny, who is on our agency support team, was up from Texas. So just trying to get a good pulse on the Florida market, and more importantly, kind of improve some of our processes around here, carrier knowledge, seeing what we can all do better. So a couple of the things that we were mentioning down here is that due to the market, it makes it a little challenging for any insurance agent, for that matter, to offer a bundled package here in Florida. Not that it can't be done, but there's not a whole lot of discounts available for the consumer down here, because a lot of the companies that write homeowners insurance only write homeowners insurance down here. They don't do auto. And then a handful of the auto carriers that write auto and also do home either don't write homeowners insurance here in Florida, or they have such a strict guideline and very, very small appetite for their home policy to be written here that, quite frankly, as a consumer, you just have to match up perfectly. It's almost like being a unicorn, that your auto and home go with the same company. It does happen though, on occasion. So what would be nice is if we could work with the insurance companies down here and offer like some sort of agency discount, where if we can place the home and the auto together with us here at Goosehead, that it'll give them a little bit of a discount. There are some carriers, small amount, that do that, more so in the Carolinas, Virginia. So if you are up there and you've heard me talk about this, you probably do have more of a companion type discount on your home policy in the Carolinas. In Georgia, Virginia, it's a little bit different. So hopefully we can all work together and get something down here that would be beneficial to the consumer when they have their home and auto insurance within the same agency. Because odds are in Florida, you're not going to have your home insurance with your auto carrier and vice versa. So all in all, good dinner. And here's a quick little clip from last night, thanks to Chad, who jokingly told the waiter that it was Kenny's birthday, when Kenny's birthday is actually in May, and we're in January. So check it out, guys. All right, see you soon.
Hey, dear Kenny, happy birthday to you.
My wish is that you all package at 30%. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
My short-term rentals.
Austin, you've been quiet over here today. You warming up that package raider?
Package raider is up and running. Just got a fresh oil change. We want to stay focused and stay on the path.
You got a lot of people that need to make decisions.
Got a lot of tire kickers and a lot of people that need to make decisions by tomorrow.
Just call them up and ask them for their credit card.
That's how it goes. We take EFT or cash. No cash, checks though.
Okay. Jake? Building the ordinance and law, is it 10 or 25%?
Just figuring out ways to waste as much time as possible.
And the guru himself, shaking his head at everybody.
You don't know what it's like, so. Just keep the camera there for 45 seconds. You'll catch at least 3 retarded glasses.
Oh, wow, okay.
Okay, so we woke up. It's like 35 degrees here in Florida. A little frost on the ground this morning. Doodle, is it cold out? Let's rock and roll, huh, guys? Blake, top producer, 5219. Matt continuing to lead the package rate with 20%. That's good. We'll hit on that a little bit more today too, because that's becoming more of a focus, I would say. Matt and Karen tied for visits, 10 apiece there. Blake PPNA 1.43. Last week, 13,749, 59 policies, pacing 54. Okay, what's up, guys? Hope you're having a great day, evening, wherever you may catch this. But I had a really, really good conversation today with Michael Moxley, who's in charge of our service team amongst a handful of other things here at Goosehead. And I was asking him about some of the challenges that he faces inside the service team, in the service department, as it relates to maybe some of the challenges with us as agents. So to give you some context, we here at Goosehead are set up where, in my opinion, everybody drives their lane and they drive it very, very quickly, and those lanes are very defined. So for example, we as the agents, and I'm going to use that term very loosely because everybody is an insurance agent with the same licenses here at Goosehead, but our job is to write business. So the value we provide in the beginning is shopping clients' insurance amongst 40 plus different companies, matching them up with the best priced option out there for the coverages available to them, and going through explaining all those coverages. A lot of them, as you guys know, are on the home buying. We intersect a lot of business when people are home buying, so we get everything over to the lender, and all of the policies are set up, entered into our system. And then once they are existing clients, we have a service team that basically, what I like to say is they maintain a lot of the policies. So they're in charge of changing mortgage companies if it gets bought out. For example, when I switched out cars, they're the ones who changed that out. So just to give you guys an idea, a little bit on the back end, some of the carrier systems can be very different from issuing a policy from actually making changes to it once it's a policy on the books. So payments, billing issues, changing even payment, cards or account numbers on file is something I don't know how to do. I know how to take the money up front, but then once it goes into the policy, it's different. So, and then we have obviously all those things that happen throughout the year that cause clients to reach out to us, maybe claims, change of vehicle, coverage endorsements, coverage questions. So one of the things me and Mox were talking about is how we can get our clients to directly contact service for the things to get them a faster response for whatever they're calling in for, or chatting or emailing in about. So essentially what I'm going to try to do is figure out a nice way to communicate, a nice and efficient way to get clients our information on all the many ways that they can interact with us. And ultimately at the end of the day, it becomes the client's preference. Some people are going to want to email, some people are going to want to call, text, some people want calls back. We have that feature too. So the big thing is, I think if we look at it as, what a lot of people would say is getting rid of the middleman in a transaction speeds the process up. And sometimes us as agents on the front end can become that middleman and slow the process up for our service team. Ideally, we need to kind of get out of the way and no longer be that middleman. Doesn't necessarily mean we're not involved, but another way to kind of look at it is, when you go to buy a car, your salesperson is not the same one you would contact to get an oil change. And they're definitely not the person that's gonna do the oil change. So very, very similar the way that we're set up. So, the salesperson is more aware of how to sell you a car, whereas the mechanic is gonna be more aware and has the expertise to fix your car and maintain it. So very much like they have the tools to change your oil, our service team has the same tools to make the necessary changes on policies that are already on the books. So that's what we're going to work on in our agency. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I don't say we need to get out of the way in a negative aspect, but we're always trying to improve the client interaction, the client experience, and sometimes there's things out there that we do, you do, I do, that we feel like is the right thing to do or maybe the best practice, but until we remove ourselves from it, we really find out that it can be a lot more efficient. So we'd love to hear your thoughts on that. If you have a good process in place, we obviously onboard people, send some emails, send our contact cards, and lately, one last thing, but lately I've implemented into my process to let people know that we have a link on our website that you can schedule a callback for our service team. So that I think has been very, very good because I can text that to people really quick and just let them know, hey, schedule a call that's convenient for you, and our service team will call you. If you miss the call, no big deal. Go back in, schedule it again. It's a quick little form. Here's what I've learned, because I was doing this, is I would get a text from the client that they needed a call. I would ask them what time. Sometimes they wouldn't text back until an hour, 2 hours, whatever it was. The schedule on the callback kind of changes, or maybe they get back the next day and 24 hours has gone by. So removing myself out of that, giving them the direct link to go schedule a call without me being the middleman in between to get the time and, go back and forth, just eliminates some of the communication that, quite frankly, could be is unnecessary. So we want to empower our clients to communicate with us where they meet us and find the best way we can do that and give them a great experience in the insurance world here at Goosehead. All right, guys, there's my little take on today. Customer service, client experience, all that fun stuff. Mox, always great catching up with you. You guys do amazing work up there. We so appreciate it, and we'll see you guys soon.